Myself Vignesh, and I'm from Acharya Business School as a pilot batch from Business Analytics. Now, currently, I'm working at Fidelity National Financial as a business analyst at technological department in the field of AI. BBS helped me to reshape myself in terms of talking, in terms of knowledge, in terms of handling people. AI is like the hot cake of technology right now. Maybe in the next 10 years, it'll be quantum computing.
In this episode of Change Makers by ABBS, we have Mr. Vignesh Kumar, MBA in Business Analytics 2021-2020 batch from ABBS. He is the best outgoing student of his batch, now working as an Associate Business Analyst at Fidelity National Financial India. Vignesh shares his journey from engineering to business analytics, AI powered projects, and career defining experiences at ABP. Hi, I welcome you to Change Makers by ABBS podcast. Thank you so much for joining us in today.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a new thing actually. This is my very first podcast, so I'm excited about it, to be honest.
Great. Yeah, sure. So before we get into the actual conversation, would you mind letting us know a bit about yourself, your journey so far, and also the work that you do?
Sure. So, myself Vignesh, and I'm from Acharya Business School as a pilot batch from Business Analytics. Now, currently, I'm working at Fidelity National Financial as a business analyst at technological department in the field of AI, to be very specific. Then, there's a spoiler alert. I'll be joining a new organization also very soon. So that's one thing. I'll just keep you posted on that. More details for later.
Right.
Now, and I did my master's at Acharya Business School and my undergraduation as an engineering graduate at
Okay.
Rajeshwari College of Engineering in the domain of electronics and circuits. So this
Right.
was a quick intro about me.
Great. So, what inspired your journey from engineering to business analytics? I would really like to know.
It's like when I was doing my engineering, I was very fascinated about how businesses work actually. A big inspiration is from Elon Musk actually. He's like a
Oh,
conglomerate. He's like doing so many things like SpaceX,
mhm.
one thing is Tesla. And so I thought how businesses actually work. So
Yep.
when I almost completed my engineering, fortunately I was placed at TCS and HCL. I was like, I made my mind I wanted to study master. So I thought
Mhm.
I'll come up with something which is related to business as well as technology. So I thought MBA is a good choice for me. Then when I was doing research, I came across that there's something called business analytics. It was a new course actually at that time when I joined. So I did a research on it. I just wanted a fusion between business and tech. So business analytics was a very good course, a choice that I took. And ABBS was one of the colleges which had MBA in business analytics. So that was a kind of an inspiring journey. That's what I actually am doing. Like I'm more towards business rather than building tech from scratch like what developers do. So
Absolutely.
that's one thing that I wanted to do. So this was
Right.
a very good
So, yeah.
decision which I took.
Yes. So you are basically bridging the gap between the tech people and
And
business
the
people.
business. Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So, can you share a few experiences of working in AI-based project or AI-powered projects, rather?
Sure. I won't get deep
Mhm.
into it because of confidentiality
Yes.
and competence issues, but I'll just give an overview of what I did.
Yes.
My job as a business analyst was more bridging the business as well as the tech. My primary goal was to follow the SDLC cycle or the software development life cycle,
Okay.
where we gather the requirements from the clients and we translate that into a real world software project.
Okay.
So my job as a business analyst to make sure that the client's requirements and the product that we are developing is matching as per what the client needs. Ultimately, our goal is to make sure the client is happy with what they have. I mean, what they needed from us. That was the main goal of the projects actually. And so far, I've handled around three projects, to be honest, and for which for one of the project, I was a main BA. I was handling most of the interactions and requirements gathering and
Mhm.
making sure the project goes smoothly as per what they need. Sometimes, yes, the requirements keeps changing, but
Right.
we have to make sure that ultimately their requirements, what needs to be fulfilled from our side. That was a main job. So three projects to be specific. One was a chatbot related project, which
Mm-hmm.
our job was to enhance what they had previously. It's like
Okay.
it's basically enhancing, but still it was a very big project from for the company
Yeah.
where there was AI integration as well. This was a new requirement that the client needed from us.
Right.
That and that project went smoothly. I was there till second phase of the project. Then I got pushed into another project where it was completely related to documents. It's like extracting information from the documents through AI. That was the second project which I did. And the third one was during my training period. It's similar to what I did, related to documents itself. So
Okay.
this was the project that I did. I just don't want to get deep into it because of confidentiality.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, how did, ABBS help shape your career and especially personality?
Okay. This is something very personal to me. It's like when I was in engineering, it was more towards, learning and just, it was more technical stuff. There was no much talking involved. I was kind of an introvert, to be very honest. Then ABBS, when I joined ABBS, it was like you have to come out of what you were before, actually. It was me coming out of myself. I wasn't even this
Yeah.
comfortable talking to people, to be very frank. So, ABBS helped me to reshape myself in terms of talking, in terms of knowledge, in terms of handling people as well. Because I was also a class representative, so I handled most of the things in class also. It enhanced my personality like 10 times uh, before how I was before my engineering time. And as well, I'm handling projects right now. That was also thanks to ABBS. I came to know
Yeah.
how to handle projects, how to handle tasks. Task management is very important when you work. So yeah, ABBS helped me a lot in terms of my career as well as my personality.
Right. You just mentioned that you are an introvert or you were an introvert person.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
next question is like, you were recognized as the best outgoing student of your MBA batch
Mm-hmm,
at
mm-hmm,
ABBS. So,
mm-hmm.
how did that transition happen? Like from being an introvert to the best outgoing student?
The straight answer is unexpected. To be frank, it was unexpected. I did not even expect that because I was coming from a background where I was considered to be pretty average at school. I was just like,
Mhm.
you know, study, memorize, throw whatever you memorized in the paper. That was the kind of person I was. Then at
Right.
times I took life seriously. It was a time where I had to be serious in life. Then I started from, memorizing stuff to gathering knowledge. Knowledge is
Yeah.
very important. Sort of, marks you can get it anyways. If you study, you can get it.
Right.
But knowledge is very important, especially in
Yeah.
today's world. So I started to take myself seriously, and thanks to the works that I did, the projects that I did, I was recognized. And the one thing a college director told me, yes, he told it's like because of your knowledge, skills, yes, you have everything, but the main thing I gave you this award is because of your discipline. Discipline in the sense is not like respecting that. Yeah, that is discipline, yes. But discipline in
Mhm.
the sense, in my terms, is like getting things on time, organizing things.
Yes.
That is discipline,
Especially
is what.
doing the same thing also repeatedly,
Yes,
kind of.
correct,
Yeah.
correct, correct, correct. So that's what discipline is, according to me. I like
Yeah.
getting things organized and doing things before or on time. So
Right.
yeah, this,
Right.
to be honest, to answer to sum things up, it was unexpected. It was like joy of happiness, and it was
Yeah.
also one of my parents' dreams. So I'm happy that I
Yeah.
fulfilled that.
Great. So you conducted like tech sessions in
Mm-hmm,
AI and prompt
mm-hmm,
engineering. So
mm-hmm.
what excites you the most in this field?
Okay. This it will take an hour to explain, but I'll just keep it short. I'll just keep it short. Okay. Today, like we know, everyone are using LLMs in their day-to-day work.
Yeah.
Actually, even students and career professionals, everyone are using AI. It's like using AI is not important. How you use it is important. And one of the
Yeah.
ways is prompting. Prompting is basically like you are trying to communicate with the AI, and whatever you use is just an UI to interact with the behind the scenes LLM that the companies have developed. So prompting is a very important skill where you have an output in your mind. It's like how you're gonna get it from the AI is very important. That's where prompting comes in. So if you are mastered in prompting, it's like you can do anything. You can boost your productivity by 10x. So
Yeah.
as I've told, I've worked on projects. If you remember, most of at least 50% of the tasks which I did is with the help of AI. Our company has their own AI, which is built on ChatGPT model actually. So I use it for most of my tasks. Most of my tasks which I've done, I've taken help of that. From creating documents, from creating scripts for the meetings, etc. All these
Right.
I've used AI for that. And when I gave, as I've told, I've given even guest lectures for few of the colleges. So
Mm-hmm.
I was actually surprised that students actually they know to use ChatGPT, but they don't know what's happening behind the scenes. So
Yeah.
I think it's high time that even students need to learn what's behind the scenes happening in AI. Actually, they need to know what's an LLM, how prompting is done, all these technical stuff they need to learn. Actually, so that's where I kind of helped people to share my knowledges on that. So now I heard they're doing fine with AI and other stuff. Yeah, to sum up, I just wanted to share my knowledges to people who do not know how to use AI. So that's
Yeah.
where I conducted tech sessions on that. So yeah, I just share my knowledges that I have to people.
Great. Great. So, what is one skill, according to you, that every business analyst must know today?
To be honest, one skill is not enough. You need to have a set of skills
But I
to
think
be.
that one important skill that everyone should focus.
Okay, I'll put it this way. I'll
Yeah.
just sum it up. I'll just put it this way. So, as I've told, it's not like one particular skill. It needs to, we need to
Mhm.
have a variety of skills. So, one
Yeah.
important to be very specific, if I had to say, it's like questioning, actually.
Mhm.
You'll be given a set of requirements from the client. Actually.
Yeah.
The if you don't question, you won't get the requirements right. The questioning in the sense, like for example, I've told I've handled chatbot project, right? It's like I'm enhancing their existing solution. It's like, why do you need to enhance it? What is the purpose of the business? How the business is going to
Right.
be? Yeah, like these kind of questions you need to come across actually to make sure that the requirements are being gathered perfectly because your developers and your architects are going to use these documents to develop the project. It's very important to ask these questions for them. So asking right questions to get the right requirements is a skill actually. We need to know that. Second, I would say it is time management and people management.
Yeah.
You'll be given
Definitely.
yeah, exactly. You need you'll be having set of tasks in your hand actually. You need to
Yeah.
talk about what you did, you need to show what you did. So you need to prioritize which task come first, which task we can do it later. Yeah, you need to prioritize all these things. And people management in the sense, it's like communicating. You need to be very good in communicating. Being a business analyst, the first thing is communicating. You need to show up what you did. Because if you don't talk about what you did, it's like if you don't even open your mouth, it's like you're it's just useless to be a business analyst. If I'm being very honest. So yeah, time and people management is very important. And third thing is flexibility and adaptability. What I mean is you'll be learning new things when you
Mhm.
work, and whatever you studied, yeah, it'll be useful. But the real world, the task that you do at work, it'll be very different to be
Yeah.
very so it's like as I've told, I've worked on AI, right? But there are many things in AI that I knew, but I did not know as much as what I came across at work. Like there were new technologies like RAG or retrieval augmented generation. That was a type of a training technique to the LLM where you use external sources to train the LLM because the LLMs are usually trained on presets of data. And RAG is basically like you're connecting an external source to make sure that the information is recent and relevant.
Mm. Okay.
So yeah, I mean that this is just an example to I just wanted to say to point out there will be many new things that you need to learn actually, and you can't say
Yeah.
I'll just stick. Sorry about that. I just you cannot say that I'll just restrict to this, I'll just restrict to that. No, you need to be flexible. You need to be adaptable. You need to
Yes.
stay. relevant in the market, you need to be adaptable.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what I would recommend. Actually, that's what one of the skill that you need. So to sum it up, it's like three skills. One is like you need to ask the right questions. Second is task, that is time and people management, and third is adaptability and flexibility. So you can consider this as one particular skill combined.
Absolutely. Not only for business analyst or business analytics
Yes,
career, it is applicable for any field in that
yes,
case.
correct, correct.
And
Yes, mhm,
especially if you're doing something related to AI, you have to be adaptable, you have to be
correct,
flexible, you have to
correct.
stay updated, or else you're not relevant in next moment itself.
Exactly, exactly. Even it goes for, I mean, this applies for non-technical BAs as well. Because BAs can be classified into two categories. Like one is a technical and a non-technical BA.
Mhm.
Irrespective of what kind of a BA you are, you need to learn tech actually, especially AI, to make your
Right,
productivity, better than what it was used to be when there was no AI.
right, absolutely. So, if you had to give one advice to the current students of ABPS, what would it be?
This is a tricky one, but yeah, I'll answer. I would say be ready, actually. Get ready for anything, I would say. Currently AI is like trending around the world. AI is like the hot cake of technology right now. Maybe in the
Yeah,
next 10 years it'll be quantum computing or artificial general intelligence where you need to develop autonomous agents. All these things are like coming up. So
mhm,
what I would suggest is like be ready to the relevant market. Is the one big advice I would say. Do research on it. What's currently happening? I would highly suggest students to learn all the current things that are happening. I just recently came across something called context engineering. It is just an enhanced version of prompt engineering. That
wow.
the context engineering is basically aimed towards agentic AI frameworks that is
Yeah,
like coming. That is like coming. Not exactly right now, but it's coming in the near future. Believe me.
yeah,
So yeah, you need to stay relevant to the market. Research what's happening in the market. Be ready because when you work, that can change. It can change. You need to be adaptable for that. So I would say just be ready to the market. Apart from academics, please spend some time for this also. Like stay relevant to the market. This is what I would suggest students.
all right. It was really an insightful conversation, and thank you so much for joining us in today. Thank you so much for giving time from your busy schedule. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me for this podcast. It was really a nice experience. This was my very first podcast, as I told. So I had a good time sharing my knowledge to the students as well, and thank you for inviting me.